Hi, this is Juan Garcia Herreros, also known as the Snow Owl, and you're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com. Keep it low.
Hi everyone, John Liebman here. You're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com. Coming to you today on location from the London Bass Guitar Show with our old friend, very special guest today, Juan Garcia Herreros, better known to most of us as Snow Owl. Hello, Snow Owl.
Hey, John, great to see you finally, man.
We have been friends, we've been good friends online for so many years, and yesterday was the first time we actually met in person. I've never seen you in three dimensions before. So.
Oh, man, it's unbelievable to finally meet you, man.
Yeah, it's great to...
You're so tall.
Not when I'm sitting down. Great to get to know you. I've been such a fan, and I've admired the music that you've done. I've heard your music, and we did an interview. I just checked. It was 2010. We did a remote interview on ForBassPlayersOnly.com. That interview is still up there, by the way. Go to ForBassPlayersOnly.com, and in the little search thing, just type in Snow Owl, and it will pop right up. Great interview. But you are a busy guy. You're always doing a lot of really cool stuff. So you don't have to tell us everything you've been doing since 2010, but maybe hit on a couple of the highlights, or just tell us, what's been going on, what's keeping you busy these days, what's new, what's happening.
Well, in the last 3 years, some of the biggest highlights is the last record won 3 gold medals at the Global Music Awards. And we were...
That's a highlight.
That's a highlight. And I was also the first Colombian bass player to be nominated for the Best Latin Jazz Album in the Grammys.
Congratulations. That is well deserved, too. It's high time that more and more people became familiar with you and what you do.
Thank you.
What about now? What's keeping you busy?
Today in the London Bass Guitar Show, it's a very special time to be here to present my signature model. This is the 10-year anniversary of the Snow Owl bass by Neubauer Guitars. And we've called it the Phoenix because Andreas had a long battle with cancer that he survived. And we thought, let's rise out of the ashes and let's call the model the Phoenix bass.
That's beautiful. Tell us about the bass. How would you describe that? Because it is one beautiful instrument.
Well, for me, the biggest mind blow is that we were able to pull off a contrabass guitar, which is actually a bolt-on. And that's very difficult because most of them are neck through.
Right.
And the construction, we'll do some close-up shots so everybody can see. It's just top-notch luthier craftsmanship. And I think the selection of woods, the amount of attack, and the versatility of sound that you get out of this instrument, very rarely you will find that.
And what kind of strings do you use on those?
I have been a loyal user of Tomastic infill strings and also designed the super long scale strings with them for this instrument.
Tell us about the rest of your equipment, amps and many effects, if any, or anything else that you use.
Always been with DNA amplification. Even David Norcha, when he was with David Eden, it was always with them. And now with DNA as he's branched off. Volvox cables, no compromise in transmission of sound, just amazing. I've always been using them. Bass switch DI and bass switch dual band compressor, Mr. Jack Rupert in Luxembourg, just amazing equipment. It's amazing. The more you learn about sound, the more you learn about everything. You look for the best equipment, which is also the easiest to take with you when you travel.
That's important for guys like me that get older. You like things to be lighter. When we were young, we didn't care, but now I care. What about the future? What else do you have coming up that we could look forward to seeing and hearing from Mr. Snow Owl? May I call you Mr. Owl?
Yes, you can call me Mr. Owl. Well, as always, many recordings, many new CDs coming up, many collaborations with many different Grammy artists. It's going really well. Touring as always, and my latest record, which is The Blue Road, is a trilogy because these are the 3 spirit paths for the indigenous tribes. So the first record is called The Blue Road, the next record will be The Red Road, and the third is The Yellow Road. And each of these are spirit paths that we believe in very strongly.
Well, tell me, I know we talked about this a little bit in the first interview, but share with us again. You mentioned the tribes. How did you get the nickname Snow Owl?
Well, when you're born, everybody gets, it is said that a spirit brings you from the spirit world to the physical world. So my tribal chief said, that it's a snow owl that brought me here. So therefore, you keep that name. And just amazing things have happened, metaphorically or philosophically, that are kind of hard to explain. In many places in the world, I've visited other shamans that don't know my name at all, and the first thing they say to me is, "You are a snow owl." It's pretty touching.
So you were aptly named. And you're living in Austria. I don't think we mentioned that, right? So you're in Vienna, and you're active in the music scene there in Vienna, in addition to all your traveling and touring.
Absolutely, active with a lot of different groups, mainly mine as well, and also performing a lot with the Radio Symphony Orchestra Vienna, in the Concerthaus. So a lot happening. I'm very blessed, and this is also thanks to people as yourself and anybody who's ever supported the career. So thank you.
Thank you. Last question, Snow Owl. What would you be if you weren't a bass player? Something outside of music.
That's easy. I would be a soccer player.
Really?
That's easy. I would be a midfielder for Barcelona.
Very good. Well, Snow Owl, it's great catching up with you. So great to meet you in person. Congratulations on the success and the well-deserved Grammy nominations and everything else. And please keep us posted on anything else that you have coming up, and we will be sure to impart that to these folks here as well.
Thank you, John, so much. And I have to say, just to everybody who's watching, to always support the great work that John has done, his books, his platforms, his online lessons now. It's just wonderful material, and these are the people that create what I think is the bass community and the bass scene. So thank you, John, for everything.
Well, thanks for the thanks, and thanks for being such a vital part of the bass community. We all appreciate you as well. Juan Garcia Herreros, better known as Snow Owl, from the London Bass Guitar Show, London, England. I'm John Liebman. You're watching for BassPlayersOnly.com.